Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm going to be doing some safety videos about safety at Pennsic and things like that coming up. But first, this video is not an official broadcast of the Society for Creative Anachronism, the East Kingdom Mid-Realm, Ethelmark, Pennsic, or Cooper's Lake Campground. It is just me with close to 30 years experience dealing with land grab and stuff like that, just trying to help you deal with Pennsic 50 and any other large-scale SCA events that you may be attending. I hope this helps. And now on with the video. Okay. Things to worry about at war. I'm going to try to go through these really quick. If you find a subject that you're really interested in, please leave a comment in the comments below so I can do more information on those particular situations. But for now, safety, how to keep from getting hurt, how to keep from getting sick, things like that. An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure kind of thing, because things happen at war. Before you get to war, get in shape. Now, if you had started working out and training and stuff like that when I set out my first video, you're already doing pretty good. Congratulations. If not, start. Okay, maybe not, but talk to your doctor. Make sure that you're capable of doing walking and doing a lot more walking than you're used to. Remember, at Pennsic, you're going to do more walking. Even if you take the bus, even if you do, you're still going to do more walking than you're used to. Because if you do a lot of walking now, you're going to do that same amount of walking. Go, yeah, I'm good. And then you're going to find something else to do. And no matter how much walking you do, you're going to up your walking. Before you leave for Pennsic, fill in any prescriptions you may have, because this way you're not running around looking for someplace to fill your prescriptions. That's something you can't do at Cooper's Lake Campground. You would end up leaving site. So do that before you get there. Save yourself the trouble. Go to your regular pharmacist or your regular doctor or what have you. Start hydrating. Start hydrating now. An extra glass of water every day. Just something. Get more hydration in you. Most people are on the verge of dehydration most of the time. And when you get there, you want to be in the practice of hydrating more. New shoes. If you're going to be wearing new shoes at Pennsic, break them in now, because there's nothing more miserable than having sore feet at Pennsic. And that's going to be part of the at Pennsic thing too. So, now you're at Pennsic. What should you worry about? First thing you should do is find the Chirurgeon's Point. Chirurgeon's Point, or EMS. Chirurgeon is the SCA name for the EMS people. If you hear someone calling for a Chirurgeon, they are looking for a first aid responder. They are looking for help. So you know what that word means. But when you get to Pennsic, you want to familiarize yourself with where the first aid station is. It is right centrally located, not too far away from Troll. If you're standing with Troll on your right-hand side, you're just going to walk just a little bit up and to the left, and you will find first aid. Ask, find it, make sure you know where it is. There's nothing worse than needing something and not being able to find it, even though it's there. Next, hydrate. Yes, I told you to hydrate before war. Now I'm telling you to hydrate at war. The water at Pennsic is drinkable, despite lots of stories. However, you're in Western Pennsylvania, which is ridiculously hard water. Yes, there's enough iron in there that it feels like you could pick it up with a magnet kind of thing. But there's plenty of bottled water around. Gatorade and bottled water, and not alcohol, not coffee. Sorry, doesn't count. Juices, water, Gatorade, something like that. This way, because remember, hydration doesn't just keep heat stroke away. It doesn't just keep your body dealing with the heat. It also helps your body deal with the cold. And having had hypothermia at Pennsic, it can get cold there. Trust me. And I work as a ski technician for a while. And yes, I got hypothermia at Pennsic. It can get cold. Hydrate. It helps your body regulate temperature, not just keep cool. Protection from the sun and elements. Get yourself a hat, get yourself some sunscreen. Sunscreen, that should be self-explanatory. Hat, you can tell people who have been to Pennsic more often by the hat they're wearing. They're wearing like a big houppelon or big leather cavalier hat with a feather in it. They're new. You see somebody there with a like big straw cheese farmer hat, looks, yeah, that's the person who's been to a couple of Pennsics. Why? Because fashion be damned, those leather hats are hot. Those houppelons and the big turban things, they're warm. And you're out in the sun. The big straw hats tend to be cooler and keep you out of the sun. But get yourself something. Something is better than nothing. Next, wash your hands. Serious, with soap and water. Find a washing station, put one in your camp. Use the flushies every so often to wash your hands with real soap, real water. Hand sanitizer only goes so far. Get the grime off you. This is important. Be prepared to change your socks. This is pretty much a ritual of mine that when I get to Pennsic, I run off to Walmart and I grab a couple of bags of socks and bring them with me. Every year, I just buy a whole bunch of socks because I think probably if you went to the EMS and asked them what the most common, boring, mundane injury they deal with is, probably feet. Yes, there are stories of horrible things with, someone drank strawberry surprise. Somebody poured boiling water down their legs. Okay, that's still a foot-related thing. Somebody broke their hand. All these horror stories you'll hear from one person. But I'm willing to bet if you check with just about everybody who's been to Pennsic and say, give me a unhappy situation, and go, yeah, there's this time I couldn't do anything all day because I wore a blister in my foot. And almost everybody has a story, or at least can point to someone with a story like that. So take care of your shoes and socks situation. Be very careful with that. Close the lid to the Porta-John. Guys, that's how you flush a Porta-John. Close the lid. It keeps the smell out. It keeps the flies from getting into what's in there and back out to where you will prep your food or deal with other things. If a fly is in there and you close the lid, it's going to die in there. But if you let it out, it's going to go find other places to hang out too after dealing with the nastiness down there. So close the lid. The scientists designed these things to be sanitary. Help it along with one motion of closing the lid, guys. So that's some hints and tips on how to stay safe at war. I got more for partying and food handling and stuff coming up. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. I'm up to 171 subscribers and counting. Hope to see you at war. Have a great day. Here's a random cat photo.